Rochester, Minnesota. We're on the pond today again. We got 6 inches, but the shorelines are a little iffy. So get on by the dock over here if you're going to get on. Well, we got 6 inches all around. I'm all over the pond today. I haven't seen any sketchy places yet, but I'm on my second trout, so I figured I'd go live. But I'm going to be moving this camera around to get you situated here. Okay, hang on there while we get you situated. All right, let's try something like that. Let's loosen up here. Boy, it was a chilly one yesterday. Super chilly. There we go. Right where we could see the hole. Okay, let's get you back in the water now. What we're working with today, we got conditions that are very green and very cloudy. Visibility isn't very good. So we got a silver spoon that we're working this hole, bouncing it back up and down. And it's working. It's working. About 5 feet down, you're finding them. Once they see that silver flash bouncing around, even if they're not hungry, like a cat goes after a mouse, they're going to go after that lure. Trust me. Once you find two or three within 5 minutes, usually there's more down there. So I'm going by that fish finder. My lure is my fish finder. I drop it about 5, 6 feet, bounce it about vigorously, about 10 to 15 times. Might let it sit a second for one, let the fish catch up to it. But it looks like I'm in on distress. Then I'll bring it up about a foot and bounce it another 10, 15 feet till I find what depth they're laying at the fish are. That's the way I roll. The bass in the hat rolls that way. If you prefer not to jig, sit there with a minnow on one hole. That's your living, man. If you want to marry one hole, I do about 15, 20 holes and go look for the fish. I don't sit in one area and just hope they swim by mysteriously. Yeah, I like doing a lot of holes, and I'll spend maybe 3, 4 minutes on a hole unless I start catching out of that hole. Then I stay on that hole. Like this one, I started catching, so I'm going to keep on trying this one for another 5 minutes. See if anything else is down there. The last one I got was a beautiful fish. Boy, with the frigid temperatures, it brings the colors and the hues out of the rainbow, the males. They get real rosy and pretty, different colors of green, blue, and red rose on the cheeks and down their sides. Come on, I know you guys are down there. I'm going to drop down extra deep. That's 6 foot. Let it sit a second. Start bouncing that bugger. Yeah, start bouncing it. If anything's down there, it's going to come swimming. The last one I fell hooked in the side, but I still pulled it up, let it go. So how are your all holiday weekend? Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you guys. Thanks for watching and subscribing. I appreciate y'all. You can comment, but I'm not answering comments today. I got the camera on the other side of the iPhone 14 where I can't see the comments. This is the better camera. That's why I like using the other side of the phone. Come on, give me one more out of this hole. This hole's got about another 2 minutes on it, and I move to the next hole. I got two or three more holes to do, and then I'll do 8 more and work towards my auger all over again. Keeps me moving. Instead of sitting on one hole all day long thinking about why they ain't biting. Got to go get some. Go look for them. People come out here, they sit on a bucket and they sit there all day. They get comfortable in their tents with their heaters, and they get so comfortable they sit in them for 5, 6 hours, and it's too much of an effort to take it down, break it down, move it across the ice long distances. That's why I don't do ice huts. I got one, got a fish finder too. This whole home sitting in my garage. My spoon is my fish finder. Come on, Walmart, give me a nice, pretty male out of here. That last one was a beaut. It was a beaut. I did a short on it. Check out my shorts. I'll be posting them later this afternoon. You'll see it. Some beautiful rainbows. Swing and a miss. There's something else still down there, mates. Yes, sir. There's something still down there. Swing and a miss. Okay, so a cold front's coming in tonight. We're going to start dropping down to the teens, which is ice making weather again, all over again. Goodbye 40s. No more 30s and 40s. We're going down to the 20s and the teens. Make some ice. That's why I'm going out today to get my fishing in today, 3 or 4 hours. Because when it gets that cold, I don't know, I go out sometimes, but not as frequently. Come on, where are you at? I know you're down there. You bumped me the one time. Now come and get it. Come and get that spoon. Okay, my next hole ain't that far away. I'll try the next hole. I don't like staying on one hole, guys. Okay, let's see where we got our next one. There we go. We'll set you guys up here. Wow, that one froze over a little already. So I guess we're in the 20s at least, I'd say. That's when ice starts really seriously forming, when it hits the 20s. You don't get 20s in your state, you most likely don't have standable ice on your ponds. Come on, I know there's more down there. Yeah, I'm happy. I got 2 today so far. That always makes me happier and happier getting a fish. Not that I got to eat everything I catch. I hope you don't either. I only eat about 10%, and mostly it's browns and brook trout, not rainbows. I let go most of the rainbows. Every now, rare opportunity, I'll eat one. I'm in the salmon, man. Salmon is just so good. So you vigorously bounce that spoon up and down, as you see, and it looks like a distressed minnow in the water. The trout find it irresistible, even if they're not hungry. They want to kill it like a cat kills a mouse, just so it stops bouncing. It aggravates the hell out of them. Get some. But it also gives you tennis elbow. If you do it 4 or 5 days a week for a couple months, you'll end up with jig and elbow. Well, maybe I need to go back to my other hole. I don't know. This is the way I find the fish. Do about 7, 8 holes, Try each hole, go about 20 yards away, try a completely different spot, 7 or 8 holes, and work each hole towards my auger. Clean them all out in the beginning, so you don't have to worry about cleaning them while you're jigging the holes. And work those 7, 8 holes, 15, 20 minutes each hole. Then move on. Because they're apparently hanging someplace else, not where your spoon is. You're in the wrong place, the wrong time. Everything in life is about timing. Dial in your timing. Come on, hit me. Yesterday I went and chased those pike and they just weren't cooperative on Silver Lake Reservoir. Couldn't find any. That's the nature of the beast on that pond. Some days they're feeding, traveling around. Other days they're just sitting there, still. They're not hungry because they got so much to eat in that pond. Come on, at least give me a bump. Let me know you're down there. Knock on the door. Go back and try that old hole. Let's try this old hole for another 5 minutes, huh? Maybe I left a couple leftovers down this old hole. Yeah, I love this ice. Even when my mustache gets frozen full of snot and my toes are freezing, I find it hard to get off the ice. My toes. Yesterday, my fingers, I got back to the car, were so frozen. When I moved the flesh on my left hand, it felt like it was jello, like the flesh was going to fall off the bone. That's how cold it can get out here, right? Yes, sir. It's like the step before frostbite, I would say. But that's basing the hat. I thrive for this stuff. Love the cold and the ice. Let everybody else hide in their house. Come on and hit me. Come on, come on, come on and bite me, baby. Can't you see Jim Morrison singing the fishing blues? What was that promise that you made? Come on. Yeah, I guess there was only two down there. But yeah, don't get despair. You always move on from a hole instead of just sitting there and keep on jigging. You're not getting any fish within 15 minutes. It's time to move on, brother. Sometimes I jig so much out here for 2, 3 hours, you got to switch it up, right hand to left hand. But when you set that hook, if you're 4 or 5 feet down, you've got to pull it all the way up. Pull your rod up like you're screaming touchdown with your arms in the air. That's the only way to set the hook. Otherwise, you won't properly set the hook right. Happy New Year to everybody. 2025. Can you believe it? Go Vikings. Yeah, it's Sunday. It's Sunday. The Vikings got to beat Detroit. Please. The Viking gods got to succeed. The Vikings got to win. I hope they do. Detroit's pretty banged up, so maybe it'll happen. Maybe it won't too. The Vikings been known to bring you all the way to the edge and then disappoint you. They're a hard team to root for, actually. Come on, where you at, guys? Yeah, I think maybe I need to move in a little closer, do 6 or 7 more holes. Okay, I guess nothing else is down there. I don't see anything. All right, let's go to the next hole. I got all hung up anyway on my treble hook. Let's go to the next one. All the way over here. Yep, just freezing up just the tops. Come on, Spoon. Get down there and do your magic. Show me a couple of rainbows. Just going to let them go. There we go. Last time they were hanging by the bottom, and they seem to do that periodically through the day instead of always swimming and traveling around the pond. And then at 10 o'clock or whatever o'clock, they start rising up higher so they can feed. Then they start swimming. They're like sleeping when they're sitting on the bottom. Well, I'm going to try this for a half hour. If I don't get another fish in a half hour, I'll just sign out and sign back in on live when I do start catching again. I hate keeping you guys waiting all day long just to see if I get a fish or not. But if you like what you're seeing, please subscribe. I'd love to have you on board. Even just turn off the notifications if I post too much for you, because I do this fishing 4 or 5 days a week, especially in ice conditions. I'm always out here, my friends. I love doing it. Yeah, hit that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment on my shorts. If you want me to respond, I will. Come on and hit me. Okay, not getting nothing down here. It's time to move on, I think. Tell you what, my friends, I'm going to sign out and sign back on again if I get a fish. I need to find where they're at, so I'm going to be moving around a lot, trying to find out where they're at. Till I do, I'm going to sign you out so I can listen to my music, so I can jam. All right. Good day, mates. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Good day, mates. Wow, I could switch it around in mid film. That's a good thing. Okay, I'm going to do a lot of more holes and see if I can find these fish. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you will, please. Happy New Year, people.